All right, everybody, I am Cody. I am the author of Our Best Workflow Secrets. This is a real estate agent's guide to success, even in the changing markets. And if you have not picked up a copy yet, go ahead and pause this video, hop onto Amazon, pick up a copy. Our Best Workflow Secrets, a real estate agent's guide to success, even in the changing markets. We would be so honored for you to have a copy in your hands, to follow along with us, and to start building your own success. In these videos, we're covering all the tools, tactics, strategies, and the practical applications, little bite-sized nuggets, so that you can start to apply them to your business, taking action, and start to see the success that you're looking for. So we are going to be diving into the Be the Expert section today, and this is going to be a multi-part series so that we can really dive into some of the different concepts. But first, what I want to do is talk to you guys about how to be the expert. And it starts off with a little bit of explanation. So there are two different types of spheres that you could occupy. And this comes from the book, The Blue Ocean Strategies. And it is the red ocean or the blue ocean. So very similar to the dichotomy that is the success zombie versus the person in the arena. We have the blue ocean and the red ocean. Now, the red ocean is the marketplace where it is just teeming with competition. There are lots of agents doing all of it, and it is really hard to elbow your way into this industry, into this section of the market, and be successful. Now, let's say that we are in a town where there are just hundreds of thousands of different high-rise apartment buildings that are selling condos. And there are, in our brokerage alone, 25 agents who are selling condos. It's going to be really hard to start to distinguish ourselves as the expert in condos. Not undoable, but very difficult. And so this would be what I would consider a red ocean. Now, on the contrary, the blue ocean is where competition is a little scarcer and it takes a little bit of finessing. But what we can do is we can start to go and observe all of the fish or the people that we want to work with that might be in the red ocean, and we can start to say, hey, come over here, and get them to move closer to us in our blue ocean. And we do this through a lot of different strategies, but some of the most important ones are becoming the expert. So how do you become the expert? Well, the very first thing that you need to know is, who do you want to serve? Is there a archetype or a mental image of the just dream customer that you have? Maybe this is Sally, who is 42 years old, and her and her partner are looking for a mid-century style cottage, and they want it to have 1 acre of land. Well, if you as an agent know exactly who it is that you want to serve, who would absolutely light you up to get to work with, who is going to bring just joy to your life to get to help, if you know who that is, it becomes much easier to start to look for them. Now, the key to this is, once we understand who we want to serve, we need to understand what makes us special. How are we specially qualified to serve Sarah? How can we attract her into our sphere with our social media, with all of the different content that we provide? And this is at its core how we become the expert, is we start to understand who we want to serve, and then we start to think about, okay, where does Sarah live? Is she on Facebook? Is she on Instagram? Is she on TikTok? Is she reading the newspaper? Is she listening to podcasts? Okay, cool. Now I know where she's at. How can I reach her on those platforms? What is the information she's dying to understand? How can I become the expert? How can I be very learned in the subject of these specific homes, the mid-century cottage that she's looking to buy, so that when Sarah is ready to buy, or maybe she's looking to sell, when she's ready, she's going to say, oh, of course I'm going to use you. Why would I use anyone else? That is how we start to make ourselves special. That is how we start to stand out from the crowd. That is how we start moving into the blue ocean. Now, maybe at the start, Sarah is looking through and she's in the red ocean. She, is just consumed by all these real estate agents and the big five that are attacking her with their massive budgets. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll also dive into some tactics, how you can take your social media and you can really bamf it up. But right now, we need to understand who is our dream customer, where do they exist. Once we have those nailed down, we can move forward. But until we have this understood, we need to take some time and sit down and understand it. So that's your homework today. I want you to go ahead, start thinking about what is it that I'm really knowledgeable about? And who is it that knowledge can be applied to? Who do I want to serve? What makes me special? What am I really good at? And if you don't know who it is you want to serve, start thinking about that. If you don't have something that makes you really special, that you're an expert in, guess what? You can start developing that. This isn't a fixed mindset. This is something that we have to know where we're at right now so that we can start to reach for it. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. But I want you to go ahead, spend some time, think about who do you want to serve and what makes you special. You do that and we'll dive into our next topic on the next video. But I'll see you there.